Hey everyone, welcome back to my Lego City, where I've got a little bit of progress on my music shop and laser tag MOC that I have put back over here for the time being, roughly where it's going to go. You can pretty much assume that everything else is not where it's going to go at this time. Everything's still a work in progress, of course, but I do have a roof on this thing now. I'm not entirely happy with one part of it. I like the roof itself. I think that turned out maybe a little bit better than I was hoping. Like the smaller details on it. I'll have to go inside of the table to show you the HVAC units on the other side. That were an interesting challenge to do in kind of a low profile form, but I think this looks best from a little bit closer to a minifig eye view as was intended. So that's a little bit more what the people would actually see of this thing. I think that the overall look is right in the range that I was going for a retail conversion of an old industrial building, an old warehouse-like thing or workshop-like thing. But what I'm unhappy with is this edge treatment along here. So I have a couple of ideas for how to change that up and hopefully make it significantly better. It needs a little bit more depth. It's just too plain right now. Not even certain about the color. I think the color was the right choice, but either there's not enough of it or there's not enough contrast against it just as it's shaped right now. So that'll get fixed up in due time. Like I said, I'll do a little bit of experimentation for that, but all in all, looks pretty appropriate per what I was going for. It needs to be blended in down at the base around the sidewalk and plaza areas. Let me get you over into that spot so you can see the other angle. There we go. And this side, especially down here at the base, looks especially plain. By design, it does not matter because all this is going to get covered up back here anyway, but I wanted to show you the two little HVAC units that are here, nice and low, so they're just not too apparent from the street. I mean, they will be visible a bit, but I put up a close-up photo of one of those right side up and one of them upside down on Instagram if you want to see how that's built underneath. Just had to do a bit of experimentation and use some funky little building techniques. A little bit of almost cheating, but not quite, not entirely. Knocking over some trees here, which are not going to be staying. That's always been just very temporary, but I got the building in place, and like I said, I'm going to do some touch-up work around the edges up top and at the base, but I'm looking forward to moving on and doing some other things. This thing has been in progress for, as usual, entirely too long, and that's just how it goes. These things just continue to move very slowly. But I'm glad that I'm not rushing myself, because rushing is no fun, especially in a creative process. So I'm happy to keep that factor out of building some of this stuff, most of this stuff. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next thing, because I definitely have a lot to work on. I've got a lot more space for structures for the train stuff these days. And of course I have the whole port section that's kind of new now out there and that's ready to be developed. And also the zoo needs to be redone, and the Planetary Defense Force base needs work on it pretty soon. So a lot of things that are kind of top of mind for me right now, and I'll just kind of choose, or let them choose for me maybe, whichever one kind of pulls me in its direction next, that's where I'll go. So thank you for following along. Sorry it has taken so long to get this building in. Again, it's not done, but it's as close as it's ever been for sure, and it won't be too much different when it is truly done, at least done for now. There's always a chance that I'll redo it in the future, like a number of my other older buildings are already on the table, but ready to be taken off and redone. So thank you for your support along the way. Thank you for your patience, and I'll be talking to you again soon.